And Meresha Owiti is with us on the sign language interpretation this afternoon. Now, the aspirations of Butere Girls students to showcase their talent at the National Drama Festivals were dashed on Thursday after they declined to perform their play Echoes of War at what they termed as deliberate sabotage. Scheduled to perform at 8 a.m., the students took to the stage but were denied access to the public address system, which had been available for other performances. Without sound support and an audience, they sang the national anthem instead, visibly emotional, before exiting the stage in tears. Our reporter Ken Gashohe has been closely monitoring the situation and now joins us live. Ken, good afternoon. Perhaps you can talk to us about what transpired since morning?
Thank you, Grace. Indeed, it has been a very busy day for the drama festivals here in Nakuru, where we had the much anticipated play Echoes of War, which was to be staged by Butere Girls High School. But that did not happen after those hitches happened in what appeared to be some sort of sabotage in terms of facilitating those children or those students from that particular school to stage their performance, which they have been preparing for. Unfortunately, their director or the playwright who was supposed to be accompanying them was also arrested. Mr. Cleophas Malala was also arrested, and just some few minutes ago he was released from Eldama Ravine police station. And here with me, as we wait for Mr. Malala to come and maybe give a brief on what exactly transpired after his arrest last night, with me here are his lawyers who can just maybe tell us what's the plan ahead on this and maybe what they feel. Where are the children currently?
Thank you very much. We are just arriving in Nakuru town. We had gone to Eldama Ravine this morning after the tear gas incident where the Butere Girls were not allowed to proceed to stage their play. As we speak, they're on their way back home to Kakamega under heavy police escort. We've just been informed that they've just passed Molo on their way back to Butere. But at Eldama Ravine, we were able to secure the release of Honorable Cleophas Malala, apparently without any charges being preferred against him. We believe this is just police harassment because, as we had said in the morning, you cannot limit creativity. You cannot interfere with intellectual rights. You cannot interfere with the freedom of expression, whether it's by song or by dance or by a play such as the Echoes of Thunder. And what we are seeing here is a return to the dark days where we had a police state, where freedom of expression was limited, and where even in terms of advancing creative arts in our country, plays were banned, and playwrights like Ngugi wa Thiong'o, you remember the play he once wrote, Devil on the Cross, I'll Marry When I Want. These were during those dark Kanu days of dictatorship. They not only banned such plays, but they went ahead to actually follow, arrest, and detain artists and people who were leading lights in our creative art sector. This is now starting to come back. Malala yesterday was chased around Nakuru town. He was here to join his team, just like a coach prepares his team for a major tournament ahead. He was supposed to prepare the students, accompany them to the venue today, and there were court orders. As his lawyers, we came here today with my brother Ken Echesa, armed with the court orders that had been served on the PS, on the directors of education. But these orders have been ignored because the girls were frustrated. And even after being stood down from presenting, they were followed and were tear gassed by the police in our presence. This is something we will not accept. As the lawyers of both Malala, though they have not preferred charges against him, we will be suing, we will be seeking compensation for the false imprisonment. He was illegally held for over the last 24 hours. He was moved at night from one station to another, and this was meant to intimidate him. Why move him from Nakuru all the way to Eldama Ravine, then release him without any charges? We believe these are some of the things they want to do. Yes.
Thank you very much. Maybe I engage your colleague here so that maybe you can tell us what exactly, have you managed to speak to the students after they left the station, and maybe what is their general feeling about this whole circus that we have witnessed today?
The students are traumatized. I have been able to speak to their teacher. They are on their way back to Butere. They are being escorted by a contingent of police officers. And the purpose is to intimidate them and call them into submission that they should not stage this play anywhere. I think the government just lacks the mechanism to clear the play software in their mind. If they had a way of dealing with it in their mind, they'll gladly do so. Remember, what we've witnessed today is gross violations, the defiling of our constitution, trauma to our children, and we have disobeyed court orders that were given by a court of competent jurisdiction. Our children in our country have a right to education under Article 53 of the Constitution. This right includes the right to artistic growth, the right to talent growth. Remember, education must be relevant, education must be flexible. We cannot be fixated on a curriculum that is coached in a manner that praises the government on everything. Since time immemorial, literature and drama have been the only non-violent tools that have been used by successful modern societies to fight excesses of government. We are therefore going to sue the state, and we are going to sue the actors of the state. The actors include the principal secretary, the regional director of education Western region, includes the principal Butere Girls High School, people who have violated the court order as issued by Justice Winfrida Okwani. We're also toying with the idea of invoking the international law. Remember that today's acts have violated the Charter on the Rights of the Child, CRC, has violated the African Charter on the Welfare and the Rights of the Child. You cannot tear gas school children. You cannot discriminate against school children. You cannot deny school children a right to pursue their talent in a way that is authorized by the law. Government has its own regulations. We have our own laws. We have the Constitution. And by dint of our Constitution, we are bound by international statutes and the general practice of international customary law. So if Kenya cannot act, we shall extend beyond the borders and seek justice for these learners beyond our Kenyan courts.
Thank you very much. Those are the views of the lawyers who have been trying to maybe find way through this whole process of since the arrest of Mr. Cleophas Malala, and up to this morning when the students were supposed to perform that controversial play here in Nakuru, but they have been denied that right and that opportunity. At the moment, the other plays are still going on. The drama festival is still on, but we shall be ensuring that we bring our viewers up to speed with whatever we shall be happening here, even as we wait for Senator or Mr. Cleophas Malala to give us a briefing on his own account about this whole issue. Back to you, Grace.
All right, thank you so much, Ken Gashohe. They are Ken doing an amazing job since last night, bringing it up to speed with that particular development. As you've heard, the girls are currently